the best credit cards in 2026. Who is this video for? Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced at using credit cards, I'm going to be covering the best credit building credit cards, the best reward credit cards, and the best 0% interest credit cards. So stay tuned for this video. There's something for all types of levels in this video, so make sure you stay watching to the end. My name is Jay, also known as I'm Broke Baby. I'm a personal finance content creator and I love credit cards. Credit cards for me are such an underrated tool when it comes to getting the most out of your money. And I'm going to show you my top 3 recommendations for each category of credit cards. So quick disclaimer before we get into the video, credit cards are not free money. You need to learn the values and benefits of credit cards before you even get a credit card. You won't get a credit card just to pay for a holiday you can't afford. Credit cards are a very useful tool when it comes to your money. And the more you learn about credit cards, the better you're going to be with your money. So the first type of credit card I'm showing you today is the 0% interest credit card, and we're looking at the best options for 2026. Before I show you the cards, what I have done, I've gone on a comparison site, I've plugged my details in, not to bore you and not to give any of my personal information away. I've put down £50,000 a year salary, which is slightly over the UK average, but this is gonna allow me to show you the best credit cards, and I have an excellent credit score, so this is going to be showing the top level credit cards for this category. So let's start looking at the credit cards. So we have our longest pre-approved 0% purchase period. Pre-approved means they've seen my credit check and I would get approved for this straight away. And it's showing 0% interest for 25 months. So just over 2 years, 0% interest and 0% balance transfer. Transfer free, 3.9%. We're not focusing on transfers, we're looking at 0% interest. So 24 months, interest free, very, very good. Next we have Tesco's Bank, 0% for 22 months. Again, very good. They don't have a balance transfer on this one, but again, we're not looking at that. And then HSBC is coming in at 20 months for 0% interest. So the top 3 options for someone like me, maybe you'll get a similar result to me, 25 months interest free. That is really good. And let me explain to you what a 0% interest credit card is, or what interest free actually means. So this credit card is, let's just say 2 years, because let's round it down to 2 years, 0%. If I wanted to make a purchase on this credit card, what I would do, say if something broke down in my house, like my fridge, freezer, I needed a new sofa, I would use a credit card like this and I would put it on this credit card up front, say it costs £2,000. That means I have 25 months to pay off that £2,000 split between that 25 months. And to qualify for the 0% interest for this period, all I need to do is pay the minimum payment. The minimum payment's probably going to be £20, £10. So that means I have better cash flow for the year. If I have any other unexpected purchases, I'm not in a bad position now where I haven't got enough cash in the bank. It's just, for me, it's a good way to manage your cash flow and just peace of mind to have a credit card like this. If you had anything that came up unexpectedly, you're covered in your credit card. You can spread it out over a long period of time. It's just a great tool to have in your arsenal when you're dealing with credit. So they're the top 3 credit cards. We're just going to have a quick skim through the other ones. Virgin Money, I actually have that credit card, that exact credit card right here. I have it. I think I got similar, 16 months. It was a pre-approved run to me just so I could quickly get it. Like I said, I do have a lot of credit cards and I manage them well. So don't get scared about that once you're on a level like mine where you've been dealing with credit for a while. It's second nature. So 16 months is not bad. Again, if you have slightly worse credit, you might be looking at 15, 14, 12 months. Again, it's not bad if you're looking to spread the cost of something, if you're looking to have it for peace of mind. Not bad options to have. So now we've seen the top 0% interest credit cards. We're going to look at the credit building credit cards. And what is a credit building credit card? So for me, a credit building credit card means you either have never used credit before, you have poor credit, bad credit, or you're trying to repair your credit. And one of the ways of repairing your credit is by using credit cards and paying off your balance regularly. And if I had to repair my credit, here's what I'd do. I'd get a credit building credit card. I would use it for my daily spending or everyday spending. So for example, if I needed petrol, if I needed my grocery shopping, I put it on this credit card. I pay the full statement balance off at the end of every month. That way I have a good payment history and it's helping me build and repair my credit. And to be honest, you can do this with any credit card. However, if you have bad or poor credit, you're likely to only get approved for a certain number of credit cards. Also, I think that lenders should always lend responsibly to people with poor credit. So for example, if you had poor credit and you got approved for a £10,000 credit card, that's not good. You're going to be too tempted to spend, and that for me is not a credit building credit card. Should only have probably a maximum of £500 on that credit card if you're trying to improve your credit. So now we are on the credit building credit cards. Like I said, I plugged in my details and we're going to look through them. It's going to be a lot more credit cards available for me than you if you're trying to repair your credit. But again, we're going to look through quite a few of them just so you have some options there. What we're going to do, we're going to sort by APR. APR is annual percentage rate. It basically is the cost of borrowing for a year as a percentage. They show you as a percentage. We're looking for the lowest percent. For me, that would be one of the best credit building credit cards, one that has the lowest APR. So the first and the lowest APR is a credit card called Yonder. I've never actually had this credit card before. It is a MasterCard and it is 12.8% APR, which is pretty low. When we're going to see the rest of it, 12.8% is a pretty low APR. The credit limit is on application, so we won't know till you apply. And there is a few benefits. So again, you get some rewards for this one. If you can get approved for this, not everyone will get approved for this, but you can earn 1 point per £1 spent, which is good. And they have MasterCard World Elite benefits. So MasterCard World Elite, I thought it was some mad program, kind of like Amex, but you get a few little benefits on there. It's nothing to write home about. It sounds better than it is. You get quite a few little bits and pieces on here, so that's not a bad credit card to look at. But like I said, most people probably won't get approved for this credit card. Yonder, again. Okay, now scrolling down, HSBC, 24.9%. I think anything under 40% is okay. Under 30% is great. Of course, 12% is really good, but is there any benefits? No annual fee, which is good, but most of these credit cards won't have annual fees. And let's keep on looking. M&S Bank, Santander, Virgin Money, Virgin Money, Virgin Money, Virgin Money, Virgin Atlantic. So there's quite a lot of options underneath 30%. So to be honest, if you can get approved for any of these credit cards under 30% and they are able to give you a sensible credit limit, all of these credit cards will be decent enough to build your credit. So Aqua actually they used to specialize in credit building. So as you can see here, Aqua specializes in credit building. However, they don't really offer much features that actually are tailored to credit building. They have a few helpful guides on their website. However, there's not that much. What most of them actually do to help you with a credit, they'll give you a credit score app within their banking app, or within their credit app. So I know Aqua have their own credit score within the Aqua app. I think quite a lot of them, I think Lloyd's have it now, Virgin might have it. So to be fair, in 2026, a lot of them have the tools built within the app. So you don't really need a specific credit card to build your credit. Like I said, probably the one with the lowest APR would be your best option. And finally, most people's favorite, rewards credit cards. Every time you spend on a credit card, the credit card company gets a little fee and they make money from your spending. So why shouldn't they incentivize you to choose their credit card? And some of the most popular rewards that people are looking for is cashback and air miles. So let's have a look at some of these credit cards and we'll rank which is the top 3 in this one as well. So the first result is Yonder, and to be honest, this actually might be one of the best ones. Like I said, I haven't used Yonder before. However, the APR is so good on this and they have the pretty much standard reward. So they have earn £1 per £1 spent on purchases, which is pretty standard. They have 5 points per £1 on Yonder partners. So it's going to be websites and companies that they're aligned with. Sometimes they actually give some good rewards on this. Sometimes the companies you would never spend with it anyway, so there's no point. And they actually give you MasterCard World Elite benefits. It's not what you think it is. If you think it's going to be like an Amex benefits, it's not. They offer you a few like extra protections on your spending, which I guess is good anyway, but it's not like the Amex So that Yonder card is going to be in my top three. Scrolling down, we have M&S, we have Virgin, we have Santander, we have Tesco's. And let's just get down to the main one. So Amex is one of my favorite credit cards, and there's a few different available. So this one isn't the one we're looking for. We are looking for the American Express everyday spending or everyday cashback. And this one is probably one of the most basic Amex, but the simplest to use and just one of the best ones out there. So I've had a few of these. Let me find my latest one. So I've had a few of these ones, and this is just one I always keep. This is one I always renew. It's free membership. They give you the standard cashback, and they give you some of the Amex benefits as well. So let's look at the benefits you can get. So no annual fee. A lot of the Amexes do have annual fees, so that is great to have no annual fee on an Amex. Travel and shopping protection, subject to enrollment. So basically, you get some level of travel insurance with most Amexes if you book your holiday through there, which is great. Always good to have free insurance. You normally get a sign-up bonus, and the current sign-up bonus is new card members get 5% on cashback on purchases up to £125 for the first 5 months, which is not bad. Then after the first 5 months, 0 to 10,000 and receive 0.5% cashback on purchases. Spend over 10% and receive 1% cashback. To be honest, I think this has gone down from the last 5 years. It used to be standard 1% cashback. It's actually gone down a little bit. So that's not great, to be honest, but of course you get the sign up bonus. So after a year, it probably evens out. It's going to be in my top 3 anyway, just because Amex is just one of the best providers. Best customer service, you get the best user experience with Amex, in my humble opinion. And to finish off my top 3, again, it's another Amex. So the American Express Gold. This is one of my first American Expresses. Let me try not to show my details, but I've had a few of these in the past. One of my all-time favorite credit cards, and I'm going to show you why. So currently the membership is free for the first year. So forget about this £195 membership fee. We're only looking to use this for 1 year. So 1 year for this one. We're going to make the most out of the benefits for 1 year. So we're going to look at the sign-up bonus. American Express usually have great sign-up bonuses. Eligible new members earn 20,000 membership points when you spend 3,000 in your first 3 months of card membership. So what I would normally do when I'm signing up to these offers, I'm trying to line it up with my purchases. Again, if I have a big purchase to make, which I know that I can hit this threshold, I'm going to time it till when my new credit card comes. So say, for example, I was planning on buying a new wardrobe or something like that. I'm going to time it for this credit card so I'm able to get these membership points, these extra membership points. And I've left my invitation link in the description so you can get the latest sign up bonus. Depending on when you're watching it, it's gonna change. So make sure you use the link to get your sign up bonus for the American Express credit card. And the key benefits are you get 1 point per £1 spent. You're able to use these points for loads of different things. Some of the most popular options are Avios points and vouchers. You can use Amazon vouchers, Nike vouchers, loads of different types of vouchers on there, which you can exchange your points to. You also get 4 complimentary Priority Pass lounge visits every year. So if you travel a lot, this is great. The UK lounges are not the best, if I'm being honest. They're usually full, but when traveling abroad, I was recently in Thailand and I was able to use all the lounges there because I have American Express, and they actually gave me free massages in the lounge, which is crazy. But again, that's another benefit of this credit card, which is free in the first year. No annual fee for the first year. You usually get vouchers to spend on websites. In previous years, you used to get a Dell voucher, which I always used to use. I used to get webcams, backpacks, all for free because I had this credit card. So currently they are giving £10 in Deliveroo vouchers, which is not the best, but again, it's a feature that a lot of people forget about when they have this credit card. So to recap, my 3 best credit cards in this rewards credit card category are the Yonder, the American Express Everyday Platinum, and the American Express Gold. So I hope you found this video helpful, whether you're a beginner starting your credit journey, whether you're trying to repair your credit and see the best options out there this year, or if you're experienced and you're just looking for the best credit card available to you. Make sure you're subscribed for more content I'm posting every single day on this channel. Follow me for more. I'm broke, baby.